I like that, dude. I don't know why. That part right there, that's where it should just, that right there, just right there.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody. This is the first official podcast for the Bouncer Chronicles. It's official now. See, allow me to introduce myself. I am your co-host, El Oso. And here we go.
You got Chewy on the other side. Kind of quiet, but I'll try to do my best to talk a little bit more than usual.
What's up, everybody? This is Brandon.
All right. So we're gonna start this now. Basically, what can we say? This podcast is gonna be basically just stories of us, of all the years that have gone by bouncing. You know, yeah. I personally have 22 years experience of bouncing. A bunch of nightclubs that I worked at, and so I got a bunch of stories.
I want to say about 8-9 years doing this thing. Most of them with the two fellas next to me, which really appreciated because we're one tight group.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we had each other's back. I am gonna say right now that I don't bounce anymore. I've been out for a bit, but yeah, I just got in my mind. I always had this in my mind, trying to do this, because I mean, come on, these are the untold stories that people want to hear.
Right? Yeah, of course. I think altogether, I have 7 years. We got 9 years with 22 years. That's a lot of years of experience for bouncing. And I mean, everyone that's going to tune in and listen to this, I think they're going to have a lot of fun listening to the stories we got to share.
Yeah, if not enjoy the stories, at least get a good laugh of all the mishaps and stuff we had at the club going.
Yep.
Yeah, and on top of the stories, we're going to also be bringing you like, how can I say, like tips, the do's and the don'ts. This is like pertaining to the customers that go to the club. We're going to teach you, we're going to show you the way to treat a bouncer. I mean, there's a lot of people that show up at the club and all of a sudden they think that we're like servants. And no, that's not the way it's going to happen. You know, that's not the way it goes down. We gotta teach people how to be able to behave at the clubs too, you know.
And you know what's funny? I think a lot of people get bouncers and security confused.
Yeah.
Oh, like there's a big fine line between us and security. Security has to follow a strict code. They got to go book by book, and you know, they like cops. They have to follow those things or they get in trouble. We're just kind of just guys that you want to act dumb, you're gonna get the stupid treatment.
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, hey, right off the bat, I mean, we're gonna treat you. You know, we're gonna treat you good.
Yeah, for the most part, but I feel like a lot of people think that we're gonna hold back just because we're representing a business, but at the same time, we're there to keep you from getting out of hand. So it's not like we're gonna follow every single protocol, like Brandon said, like security.
Yeah, because
when something, you know, sort of say, when shit hits the fan, we gonna hit it back.
Yeah, because I mean, we're there to help you out. We're there to like keep you out of trouble, you know. Because the last thing we want to do is put you on handcuffs. That's the worst thing. That's the last thing that we want to do.
Exactly. Us calling the cops is like the last resort. You will get your ass whooped, send out the goddamn back door, and then if you want to keep escalating the situation, you're going to be in handcuffs and go to jail.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line with anything. I'm sure anyone that has bounced will agree with that. Like, that's just where we don't want to go. We do not want to get the cops involved. The more times the cops get involved, the less business you get.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And, you know, on top of that, we're also, you know, we're going to be giving the up-and-comers, the rookie bouncers that are barely going to start their careers, or they already started and they're still lost, you know, because believe me, at the beginning when I started, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know, just kicking ass, that's for sure, just kicking everybody out. But still, there's a trick to it. There's a trade. There's something that, you know,
There's a way you got to carry yourself. You know, there's a way to carry yourself with everybody, regardless. But I think it also depends on the person and their demeanor when they talk to you. So, you know, just little things here and there you could look for to spot those kinds of things.
Yeah, I like that. I believe every single person has their own way they carry themselves. I do believe that because we've seen it. How many people have we seen come in and out of the club working with us side by side by us, and they didn't make the cut because they could not get that respect back from the people.
Well, not just the respect, but there's a lot of people that go into security as well thinking that it's going to be a cool experience and
easy job.
Easy money because all we do is walk around. That's not all it is, man. It never is. There's always something worse than the time before.
Especially, exactly.
Because when they see us, they're just basically watching us just walk around or sit or standing in one fixed spot, and they're like, "Oh man, and talking to the girls, you know, the girls are always talking to us, you know, laughing, trying to kiss our ass. On top of that, and I mean,
I don't know if we should say kiss our ass, maybe humor us.
Humor.
Yeah, let's put it that way. You don't want to
share the wisdom with me.
I don't think anyone wants to kiss our ass, bro.
But I mean, teach the bouncers what
kind of advice would you want to give a bouncer that just wants to start doing this, or someone that's barely getting into this? What kind of advice do you think you would want to give them?
Well, I mean, it just depends on what do you want to do too, though. I mean,
because you can be straightforward and be the honorable type, and what matters for you is your image, your reputation, and then you have those other ones like we all know that are freaking sleaze bags and just want to make a little money on the side and get away with stuff that they shouldn't be doing to begin with.
And getting numbers too.
Oh yeah,
bro. I have so many times I have seen a fight go start, and this motherfucker over here is like grabbing a phone number from this chick instead of trying to go and help us out. So many times I've seen that, and I mean, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of stories that we're gonna be able to talk about. But I mean, of course, on some of these stories, you're gonna have to take the fifth, or you know, how do you say it? Like use other different names.
Really dumb it down, make it real generic.
Because I mean,
don't put anybody on blast, basically.
Yeah. I mean, and of course, we're gonna have hopefully soon we'll start having guests from the club, basically at least from the club that we worked at.
Yeah, for now. Hopefully we can expand and see if we can speak to more people. Because I love hearing stories, man. Because people have some great stories. Like I know people have great stories because we have some pretty funny stories, some pretty epic stories, and honestly some just memorable moments where we know that the reason why we can call each other brothers. And that's one thing about bouncing, dude, is that you actually get that connection to where you have to have that, or if you don't, then we will not trust you. And once you lose that trust, you do not want to work there.
Yeah. Because I mean, you're an outsider now.
Yes.
I mean, basically, you're. I mean, yeah, because if you're there to work, I mean, like I said, the club you're at, you're gonna be able to feel how everybody is, the ones that work there, and you're gonna be able to catch the guys that are just there to just basically do nothing, get numbers instead of working. Because I mean, I was into it. I loved breaking up fights. I loved the job. What it entailed, you know.
Yeah, and one of the things I liked about the job the most, I still do security, but now it's more of a more professional setting. But I just like the fact that it doesn't matter how long you do it. Just when you think you've seen some crazy shit, something else comes along and just throws you, for a complete loop, and you're like, holy crap.
I agree with that. I thought I've seen everything, and even on my final days of my final days of getting ready to leave the club, there's more things happened, and it's pretty crazy thinking about that.
Yeah, once you think the night was over, hell no, hell broke loose right away. Mm-hmm. When you least expected it.
Everyone that's thinking about bouncing though should know about happy hour. Happy hour for us was between that 2:30 mark and that closing mark. Just the right around there. That's when shit starts to get a little weird.
Yeah, once everybody was nice and liquored up, and all sense and reason started to leave everybody, and yeah, that's usually when it happened too. It could be quiet all night, and then just those last couple hours, it was when hell broke loose.
But yeah, no, I mean, definitely we'll have a lot of stories to tell, and like I said, invited guests that we're going to be bringing in. But yeah, I mean, and talk about stories about when we had bands show up,
all the live bands,
and I mean,
artists,
and like basically, what else? Like the personnel, the people we worked with besides the bouncers. I mean, the bartenders, the barbacks, and
cocktail waitresses,
and the guys
the promoters.
The promoters too, and the guys from the bathroom too.
Hey,
we needed to take care of that guy in the bathroom too.
Hey,
yeah, that guy was awesome.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this is the first official podcast, and yeah, we might have some little bumps along the way, but we'll be getting it better. We'll be doing it better. More flow,
especially since I feel like 2 out of the 3 of us here are pretty new to it. So yeah, definitely gonna be bumps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I've been practicing. No bullshit. I've been practicing for this shit for like a month.
Yeah, well, at least
practicing what I'm gonna say. How am I gonna say it?
Well, at least you got practice. We all just kind of jumped into this. Like,
that's sometimes the best way to do it.
It is.
Yeah. And honestly, this is a lot more fun. Kind of just getting a feel for it and then just shooting the breeze pretty much.
Well, and it's something we do every time we get together. I mean, we get a pretty good kick out of it. Why not share it with everybody else?
Yeah.
Of
course. Most definitely.
And I know there's people out there that want to know some of the stuff that we've gotten into, because it like we said, it's just there's a lot of stuff that people don't see behind the lines and what we got to deal with, and all the name calling we get all the time for no reason, just for being there.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, I mean, yeah, just a bunch of stories that we're gonna be talking about. So, like I said, this is like basically our first official podcast, but it's like more like
an intro,
like a welcome everybody. Go ahead and what is it, like subscribe, or I don't know.
Follow us,
subscribe, follow.
Follow everything.
Hey, and we always encourage people. If there's certain situations or any kind of questions you got, feel free to put them up there, man. We talk about it at one point, giving us something to talk about.
We have a Facebook page.
Yeah, I opened up the Facebook. We got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And look us up, John, and just start following us. We'll be putting on social media every video that we put up. We'll be communicating.
Share a story, and if we like it, we'll put it up here, and you guys might hear your story.
Exactly.
We'll put some input on it.
Pretty soon, I'll set up an email where everybody could send an emails to, like other bouncers that have their stories that they want to be told, and who knows? Hey, we might actually interview the bouncer, like give them a call and see for themselves to tell the story too.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. This is like I said, our first official podcast, and stay tuned for more like stories that we're gonna be telling. We're gonna be storytelling. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
All right. Well, as much for us as for everybody else, everybody that wants to tune in and listen.
Yep. So everybody, just want to welcome you guys to the Bouncer Chronicles.
Sounds good, man.
Later.
Deuces.